we just start? Hi everyone, so today I want to do a really fun video. I'm going to share with you guys all of our Amazon favourites, especially for shadow. I might add in a little bit at the end of the personal things that I like from Amazon. That's not for the dog. A lot of the things that I use on shadow are actually, you can actually buy them off Amazon, which is a very convenient place to get a lot of things. And these are things that I absolutely swear by, and I have repurchased over and over again. And of course, I'm going to have everything linked in the description below, so you can just click on the link and purchase it if you like. But let's just get started, and I want to show you guys some of the most important things that I use almost on a daily for shadow. These two Holti products here, I've got a Holti like harness, body harness. I think it's called a front pulling harness or something, or like a front harness. Essentially what that is it straps around his whole body like a normal harness, but the little part where you clip on the lead is at the front of his body, not the collar. And essentially what it does is that if he's pulling me, I tug the lead in a certain direction and it will shift his whole body towards that way as well, which diverts his attention away from whatever he was focused on and pulling me towards. So we absolutely love using this one when we go hiking up a hill, which is something with a gradient, and we don't want to use the mouth harness, which is very, very targeted towards non-pulling. Honestly, I think this is my second one because he might have bitten through the first one. I've overused this so many times, it is definitely worth how much I paid for it. I highly recommend this if you're looking for a gentle, attention diverting type body harness. Okay, so this Holti mouth harness has really been the most valuable item I've ever bought my dog. This for some reason gets a pretty bad reputation and misconception that it's like a muzzle, and that's because it does kind of look like one. You put it around their mouth and you strap that around their head, and that connects onto their collar, and it essentially looks like a small muzzle. But funny thing is, like, I've told everyone that questions, you know, or people that walk past and I've seen this on him, they start walking the other direction or just trying to avoid us. I'm like, it's not actually a muzzle. He can fully open his mouth when I've got this on him. He can actually bite someone if he wanted to. He can eat, he can drink, he can do anything normal with this on. So again, this is another attention diverting equipment that I use. This one I absolutely love. It is definitely the item that has helped me train him for so many different things. And if I were to recommend one training tool equipment for a dog, I would say the Holti mouth harness. This is also my go-to mouth harness when I'm taking him out in places where I know there's a lot of people, maybe like a lot of other dogs in public. So like the city town centre here where we live, there's, you know, a lot of people, there's a lot of things going on, and I need him to be right by my side the whole time. This is definitely something that I use. So as you can tell, these two harnesses are definitely equipment and tools if you have a, I would say, medium to large size dog where you struggle to take control, where you struggle to walk them, where, you know, if they are tugging you and pulling you constantly. These things has honestly helped so much. I wouldn't have been able to do it on myself. I wouldn't have been able to walk him by myself without these two things, and I can't say enough good things about these. Like, I absolutely love Holti and the products that they have. So moving on to something food related. So Amazon stocks Ziwi Pig, which if you guys have seen my what I feed my German Shepherd videos, you know that this is my go-to air-dried food that I go on and on and on about. So I don't really want to say too much about it in this video, except I'm still using it. I've been purchasing this since day one I've had him, so it's been over 3 years now that I've religiously repurchased these. There are numerous different flavors that you can get, and I always get the massive bags because it is value, way more, you know, value for money. They are really expensive, but I absolutely love this. I know all the ingredients in it. It is very clean. It is literally just dried meat, so it's extremely convenient, especially for people that have a very busy lifestyle. This is amazing, and it's really nutrient rich. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about this, and it is actually New Zealand made, which is really cool. They have New Zealand green lipped mussel in the ingredients, which is a product that is Really good for hip dysplasia and arthritis, which is what Shadow has, so that's just another bonus of why I like this so much, and I have been feeding him this for such a long time. I have a few grooming products that you can get off Amazon that I have used religiously and repurchased over and over again. We've got some nail clippers here. These are just basic, simple, like dog nail clippers that I really like to use, and it's got a safety latch, which I like. I don't know, it's just a basic nail clipper, but I think this is definitely a necessity in a dog's life. And I clip his nails maybe every month, like once every month. Yeah. This is my favourite brush for any dog, especially for a German Shepherd. This is a Furminator brush, and I feel like a lot of people rave on about this because it truly is such a good brush for dogs. It gets through the undercoat, which is that really fluffy stuff. So obviously Shadow is double coated and he's like the shedding king of this household, so something like this is so necessary. I think this is the medium size or the large. They also have a larger one, it might be called like the extra large. This is what I use, and it's seriously saved the carpet and saved the amount of vacuuming that we have to do. Like, don't get me wrong, we still have to vacuum so many times a week, like once or twice a week actually. Because of the two dogs, but this really is a lifesaver. Okay, we've got the Furminator Dog De-Shedding Shampoo. So this is something that I started using during lockdown, when, you know, all the stores were closed. We couldn't actually go to Animates where I usually wash them in their DIY like bathtubs. I've used this about 3 to 4 times now, and I absolutely love it. I feel like if I stop taking him to the DIY dog washers, which I think I might do that once I move into our new house, but this smells like coconut. It's really nice, it's really gentle, and I really like it. Yeah, I don't know, I mean, I've used other dog shampoos before and I feel like a lot of them just have a lot of chemicals in it, or they make their fur quite dry afterwards, whereas this just keeps his fur really clean and moisturized and soft, you know, everything that I want for a dog. So I do highly recommend this, and I will keep using this one. I want to talk about Poo Bags. Obviously this is a necessity if you're a dog owner. I probably own more Poo Bags than I own of makeup, then I own maybe as close as like all my clothes. I own a lot of Poo Bags, and I mean, I'm almost like a Poo Bag collector. So this is something that I highly recommend, and I fully support, is Eco Poo Bags. So it's by the brand Eco Bags, but I found a company that does the same thing on Amazon, which is, I think it's literally, it looks the same. Like when I looked at the packaging, when I looked at the bags itself, they're normally green, all Eco Poo Bags, and yeah. So the only toys that I actually ever let Shadow play with anymore are Kong toys. Kong is a company that produces dog toys, and they're meant to be one of the most durable dog toys in the world. So we've got a Kong Frisbee and one of these Kong little, where you shove treats in the middle. We also used to have a Kong dog bone. It was like the most durable black dog bone thing, which I will link below in my description, but I don't know where that has gone. It's probably under someone's bed or under the couch or something. Shadow, as with a lot of other large dogs, and I mean, I don't know, every dog maybe, chews through everything. So every toy he's ever gotten, especially plushie toy, every plastic, every hard toy, he will break it. So these are things that he's never ever broken yet, which definitely says a lot about the brand and what they stand for, and what they're made for, which is unbreakable toys. So I really like these because I know I can let him have this for hours on end and I won't have to pick up pieces after he plays with things. Yeah, so I mean, I highly recommend these things if you don't want to pick up after your dog after they've played with a toy. These are amazing. I'll probably have to wash them because I've had these for a while and I haven't washed them yet, so gross. Okay, since we've got a little bit more time, I do want to mention my filming stuff that I use for all of my videos. So at the moment I'm filming off a Sony a6300, which is one of the newer cameras that just came out, I don't know, maybe like a year or 2 years ago, but I recently just upgraded. So that's what I'm filming off, and I really like this camera. I've actually always been a fan of Sony cameras. The one previous to this was another Sony one. So just thought I would mention that. A vlogging camera that I use sometimes when I know we're going out on an adventure, when I know we're doing something very outdoorsy where it's very bumpy and I don't like filming on my phone. I use the DJI Osmo Pocket camera. Is that what it's called? It is really, really cool. This is essentially a mini stabilizer. Absolutely amazing when you're trying to film or take videos on the go, when you're walking or running or doing something very active, and it just stabilizes all your clips. So I've actually used this a lot, especially when we travel with Shadow. I would highly recommend this to anyone who is getting into vlogging. Okay, that's the end of our video. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!